Let's go straight to questions for Coach Ryan, please.
If you'd like to ask a question during this time, simply press star, then the number 1 on your telephone keypad. Your first question comes from Chad Listicow with the Morning Register.
Hey, Coach. When preparing for Tuesday's game, surely you've seen some video of Jared Uthoff and what the dimensions he's brought to this year's Hawkeye team. What are your observations of Uthoff's growth in his game as compared to when you saw him in Madison?
Well, I mean, like every other player that, is involved with any one of the Big Ten teams, the guys that continue to get better over the years are guys that are putting in the work and guys that, take pride in what they do. And there's a lot of players in the league that from last year, and you look at them this year and you say, wow, our team, Iowa's team, every team in the league has guys like that. So it's like for coaches, that's the way it's supposed to be. Guys are supposed to develop and, get better at things. And so Jared's no different than anybody else in the league. So that obviously helps your team when you have guys that do that. And I know I'm very proud of our guys that do that. And every program has them.
Just as a follow-up, when you look at his game, is that he brings that 6'9" guy that can block shots and that kind of thing and shoot threes? Is that do you have to take extra preparation for someone like him?
Well, I think in our league we've had guys that fit that description. It's obviously like I said, we have guys like that. Other teams have guys like that. So anytime you have people who have abilities in more than just one area, like Frank Kaminsky, for example, or Decker or Nigel that we get to see every day at practice. It's kind of, the problem is on your scout team, do you ever have anybody that can emulate the talents of other players? So you can prepare the best you can, but do you always have on the opposing team in practice, do you have somebody like that? And very few teams in the league can have a scout team that emulates the players from the other team.
Your next question comes from the line of Don Doxey with the Quad City Times.
Yeah, Bill, I wonder if you could just talk a little bit about Ethan Happ and what you've seen of him just in workouts. And I understand he seems to maybe get a little bit of a medical situation right now, but just tell me how you think he fits into your plans down the road.
A player. He's long, huge hands, 15 feet in right now. He's really comfortable, and he has worked on his outside shot as much, if not more, than any player we've ever had, or any player that we've ever had to work with. From November to now, when he decided to redshirt, he's grown by leaps and bounds, and he wants to be a player. He is really, really tuned into the work that it's going to take. He's realized that, not that he didn't know it before, but when you get into it and you're going against the guys he's going against every day, first of all, you can't help but get better, but he's even taken it to another level. I mean, he has some days where he puts a hurting on the top 8-9 guys, meaning he scores, he rebounds, and typical of a freshman, he's a redshirt freshman or regular freshman, it doesn't matter. It's not as consistent yet, but he has some days where he's really a handful, which is good.
Once again, if you'd like to ask a question during this time, simply press star and the number 1 on your telephone keypad. Your next question comes from the line of Scott Dockman with Cedar Rapids Gazette.
Yeah, hi, Bo. I was wondering, what are some of the challenges that go up against Iowa's kind of center tandem of Adam Woodbury and Gabe Olashaney, who are just so different in their styles of play, and they're both veteran players now?
That's a good question. I wish I had an answer for you. No, they're a good tag team, so to speak, good combination. At some positions, every team in the league has maybe on the wings, maybe in the post, maybe at guard, at point guard, a couple guys that can do the job. They bring, as you say, something different with each guy, but still it's solid. They both play good defense. They're active, and they compete. So, and they're a year older from what we faced last year. And we felt we had a pretty veteran team coming back, but obviously with Trey Jackson not in the lineup, that takes away a lot of possessions. But at point guard, say with Bronson Koenig and Tremont Jackson, having them at point, and then you have Olashaney and Woodbury at the post, it's kind of the same thing. It's you got to get ready for both.
Now you've expressed your admiration for Aaron White over the years, and what do you think how has he improved in his 4 years now, I guess, at Iowa, and what makes him such a difficult matchup on both ends of the court?
Well, number one, he's a stand-up guy. It's easy to enjoy watching a guy like that, except for when he's playing against us. But look at the statistics. I mean, he's done things that no one else has done at an institution. So anytime you have a player that at their institution has a combination of points, assists, steals, rebounds, whatever the category, his all-around game is really good. So that's why I've always respected somebody like that. I mean, he doesn't have to tell you about it either. He just goes out and does it.
Thanks, folks.
Yep.
Once again, if you'd like to ask a question during this time, simply press star, then the number 1 on your telephone keypad. I have a question from the line of Liz Foxer with Michigan Daily.
Hello.
Do we have the Michigan Daily on the line?
They would do their question. Once again, if you'd like to ask a question during this time, simply press star, then the number 1.
They might have gone weekly.
I believe that was the last one we had in the queue, Coach. We appreciate your time this morning.
Okay. All right. Thanks.